Hey everyone, I'm Enrico from John B. Anthony Company, here with another video on the web app for LEA Professional's Connect Series amps. This time we're going to cover the picture icons for each amp, and it's mostly going to be the power and network settings that these will control. Over here I have these 5 different icons, and it's going to be listed out for every amp that I have on my network. So starting on the left, we click our power button, and you can see I'm looking at my power supply settings. I have a live readout of AC line voltage, AC line current, as well as an indication for fault, thermal, and power issues. Pretty straightforward readout, and it'll give you a lot of good indications. Like I said, this is a live readout of the line voltage, so you know exactly what the amp is drawing. Under there, we have the auto standby section, and you can simply click to enable or disable this, as well as set a dB threshold and a wait time. You can click and drag the slider. You can use the arrows for finer increments, as well as click and type in a response as well, and it'll list out any kind of minimum or maximum value for you. You can do the same for the wait time. Under there, I've got my AC fault limits. Right now it's got some automatic settings, but I can go in there and set the low and high thresholds for this as well. From there, we're going to jump to the smiley face emoji, and this is just kind of a fun little way to know that you have no issues going on with the amp. Right now, it's smiling. If we had a little frowny face, we would know that there was something wrong with the amp. You can also use the faults to kind of filter out who's not having a good time. From there, we have our network settings, and we have 3 different ways that the amps can interact with a network. So you can simply join a pre-existing Wi-Fi network that's already been placed in the installation using either DHCP or static IP address. Just type in the appropriate network and password and IP and gateway. We can also use a RJ45 port on the back to connect to a switcher. Again, we have DHCP, or we can type in our static IP address. And there's also a built-in Wi-Fi network to every amp in the Connect series. And you can create a password for this amp, so you can password protect it yourself, or if needed, you can totally disable that wireless network, and just by simply clicking yes, you'll get rid of that. The next icon is just a simple mute, and it'll mute all the channels that we have on our amp. And we're connected to a CS354D, so you can see that I've got 4 out of 4 channels muted right now. From there, we're going to go over to a real-time power usage. You can see I'm drawing about 36 watts. Again, we have auto standby that we saw over here. Same exact settings. They're actually both going to reflect each other equally. And the last thing that we're going to look at is the power over Ethernet. The network interface card has the ability to report from the grave if you have a power issue and this is hooked up to a switch. The card itself will draw 2.5 watts, and you'll get a notification through the web app that you've gone down and you have a power issue. Let's take a look at the set emoji. This guy right here. I've set the amp up with a speaker, and I've intentionally created an impedance mismatch. When our amp is happy, we're normally taken to our channel settings when we click on the emoji. But if we do see the sad face emoji, once we click on it, we're going to be brought over to our events log. All of our impedance mismatches are going to be listed right here. And I have 2 options I can do with that information. I can clear my faults and events, or I can click here to email these events to my service provider. And once you're all done with that, you can go and clear your faults and events if you'd like. So that's going to cover everything that we need to know once we have a sad emoji for our amplifier. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to JBA University. If you want to get notified when the next video comes out, make sure to click the bell. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.